Hello, YouTubers. Normally I don't read from a text of something that I've written, but this time, after watching Pat Condell's video on the curse of faith, I was compelled to do so. This is something I've written a long time ago, but I think it's a very important thing because it relates to the difference between spirituality and religion and its relationship to the use of reason and science in spiritual and religious matters. Religion has changed our world in many ways. In my opinion, this one simple word religion carries many different meanings, a few good but many bad. As time has evolved, it appears that within many mainstream religious organizations across the world, religion has become more about judging and fear than about understanding ourselves and fostering spiritual experiences. The word religion has been used to create war, bring about peace, pass judgment, give forgiveness, create fear, create calm, create hatred, and create compassion. Wars have been fought in the name of all religions. Religious and ethnic cleansing has occurred in the name of all religions. People have been freed in the name of all religions, and many good works have been performed in the name of all religions. All these efforts, some good, but many of them bad, have evolved out of this one word, religion. Religion, in my opinion, is neither good nor bad. The word itself is harmless. It is the people behind the word who create both evilness and saintliness. Religion, like everything else, is used by good, old human nature. But I thought our human nature, what Christians call original sin, was something religion was supposed to change, or at least control. The fault of religion is that it seems to inevitably get around to being evil despite how much good it has done. It has not fulfilled its promise to make our lives better. Only science has really done that. Would it not make sense to let someone else have a crack at it? I mean, what could it hurt? Could it be any worse than the horrors religion has visited upon us? I believe one possibility is the turn to science and reason. Another is to turn to philosophy and skepticism, and yet a third is to explore ourselves without the input of anyone else. Some people might call that spirituality. Spirituality, as a word, has also changed our world on many levels. Spirituality and religion are neither one and the same nor opposites. Spirituality is about one's individual unique experience, while religion is about coming together with others in a shared experience. We all seek our own element of comfort and happiness within ourselves, though our inner experience, or through our inner experience, we develop personal convictions, beliefs, and eventually a unique worldview. This leads inevitably to a sharing of worldviews with others. When this happens, it becomes apparent to everyone the difficulty of putting individual spiritual experiences into words. There is a respect for the experiences themselves, with words being relegated to the task of inexact descriptions. However, once these worldviews are expressed and shared, discrepancies and commonalities are noted, and a discussion inevitably occurs about collective or universal truths. In the history of mankind, religion most likely started with discussions on inner spirituality like I've just described. But over time, our unique inner experiences of ourselves came to be overshadowed by ideas about ourselves, and eventually by complex beliefs. People began to have ideas of what should be within themselves. Thus, they came to their own internal experiences with built-in biases that they gained through the teachings of their cultures. Rather than experiencing themselves openly without bias, people came to look for what should be inside themselves, what should be there. When people structured and formalized their inner experience into what's right and wrong for everyone, religion went from individuality into law. This is historically, in my opinion, where it all went horribly wrong. At that point in time, being different or unique in experience and belief became evil, in other words, heretical. Once the concept of being a heretic is created, violence is inevitable eventually. With the above ideas in mind, inevitable questions arise. To what extent have we lost our focus on our own individual spirituality due to the vast amount of learned dogma and theology many of us experience in our cultures? In an effort to teach people the right beliefs, have religious organizations caused a general alienation from each person's unique spiritual inner reality? In a climate of disrespect for the individual's unique spiritual internal reality, how can people come to respect and tolerate others with different spiritual opinions? In my opinion, until people stop passing judgment upon others for not following or believing in religion, there will be no moral change in this world. Regardless of what is true or not true theologically, spirituality and religion are whatever we make of them. The words are harmless, the meaning is created by us, and yet we wield these innocent words like a sword in battle. It seems to me that a prime moral directive should be in our modern world that every valid moral belief system should tell its adherents to seek their happiness in whatever beliefs they wish to follow and allow others to do the same, regardless as to whether that path will be the same as theirs. We should allow others to believe what they want to believe, and hopefully in return they will allow us to believe what we want to believe. But this comes with a responsibility to challenge each other when our beliefs begin to harm others, or when these beliefs contradict facts. The only criticism of beliefs should be ones derived from reason and science. Believers who realize they have no evidence for their beliefs but faith will have healthy doubt to temper their faith. This creates humility, and it collapses any motivation to force belief on others. Being unsure is a good thing in life, in spirituality, and in religion. Skepticism is not contrary to spirituality or religion. In fact, in order for spirituality or religion to be functional, safe, and sane, skepticism is necessary. These principles I have asserted follow from the universal humble truth that the law and humankind are not gods. Once and for all, we should acknowledge the self-evident truth that imposing religious beliefs on others, especially children, through shame, condemnation, and violence is the greatest wrong we can do. To impose a universal standard about what is right, wrong, real, or unreal is nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt to seek our happiness at the expense of destroying the happiness of others. Those who attempt such an ignoble task are placing themselves as gods and engaging in the worst form of narcissism. From a religious point of view, you might even call it the ultimate form of blasphemy. What I have said leads to certain inevitable questions, and I encourage YouTubers to attempt to answer these questions both in words and in videos, and to attach them to this video. How is our behavior and motivation affected by the definitions we give to the words spirituality and religion? Should people find their own spiritual truth, or should people go to religious authorities for answers? What responsibility do we have to challenge the beliefs of others when we see that their beliefs are harming them or harming others? What role does rationality and a scientific critique of belief have in all of this? What is the difference between criticizing a religion and making a bigoted remark? How is this difference defined? What do you think are the consequences of finding answers for yourself versus finding them in a religious tradition? This is Skeptic Sage, reminding everybody that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And I know I ripped this off from Pat Kundal, so I'll apologize to him, but I wish everybody peace, and I really do. I hope you all comment. I'm very, very interested in knowing how you feel about this.